If you've clicked on this video, you're either curious or in a position where you can't avoid apologizing, and you fucked up. So let's go over the basics of an apology video done right. Good evening, this is the Urban Spaceman, and some say the hardest word to say is sorry. Well, unless some kids online are willing to spend their pocket money on your gambling site, then that word would be no. But why is simply saying sorry so hard to say for most YouTubers these days who create apology videos? Well, a very simple answer to this actually. Because they want to keep this fake persona that they call their identity. I talk more about this in my second YouTube philosophy, which you can click on screen now. They don't want their die-hard fans to think that their potential role model is imperfect, and that they can't do any wrong, and that everything is justifiable. Well, a little bit of a reality check here, it's not. It really fucking isn't. If you're at this point in the first place, you have fucked up due to your actions, and if you want to retain any form of credibility in this website, you've got to own up to it. And there's a very prevalent example of an apology video that's rather recent actually, and that's PewdiePie's video, My Response. Now, the factors that make any apology video very effective are as follows. The video is short and to the point, there is no unnecessary padding or pussyfooting if you want to get real technical with it. In other words, get to the fucking point. Do you honestly think an 8 to 10 minute video consisting of you justifying certain actions is going to make people listen? Well, maybe. More on that in a bit. The next factor being the exclusion of unnecessary justification to soften the blow, because at this point in time, your channel's analytics have taken more hits than Custom Grow 420 can inhale on a daily basis. So just take my advice and avoid that. Which leads perfectly onto the last factor, owning up to whatever you did to gain such negative attention in the first place. And the justification part goes hand in hand, totally owning up to something and admitting your fault and your mistake instead of trying to damage control and avoid criticism. This is also a very good way for the audience to relate to you, because contrary to what you may believe, we're not all perfect. We do fuck up, we make mistakes, but it's what you do after the initial blast of hate that determines whether you'll still be credible on this website or not. And as I said earlier, PewdiePie's video is an amazing example of how to do an apology video. The video is short, has no justification whatsoever, and he owns up to the thing he did, even though it was the mere mention of the dreaded N-word. But then we go to the likes of T. Martin's apology, and already you're greeted with some of the most common manipulation tactics in YouTube apologies. The innocent animal, in this case being a dog, and the sigh. Oh, ho, ho, the sigh. But not to mention the line, you know, this video is going to be the hardest video I've ever had to make.
Cooper, I have no idea how I'm gonna record this video, dude.
Hi, today's video is going to be the hardest video I've ever had to film. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I am so nervous.
Just to establish this fake sense of dread and this fake emotion of sadness and regret amongst your audience. Oh, to make us feel sorry for you. Oh, you're such a big YouTuber. And you want us to feel sorry for you? Oh, honestly, grow the fuck up and admit to your mistakes. Now, for this section, I want you to imagine that YouTube is like a galaxy. Just do it. It'll make sense, just bear with me. And all the YouTube channels on this platform are represented by planets, each with their own individual layers, much like the planets in our solar system. With the core being the YouTuber in question, the magma layer being the long-time fans who are seen as very loyal and will do anything to defend their favourite YouTuber, and the crust is comprised of people who are rather logical, who are not afraid to criticise you when something goes wrong, and in this case scenario, it has. It's created a massive earthquake on your channel, and you have both sides of your fanbase fighting amongst one another. The loyal ones fighting in your honour, defending you at every moment they can, and the others criticizing you for your actions. So it's up to you how you decide to handle this, but let's say you decide to go for the conventional dime a dozen apology video that everyone makes nowadays, alienating your logical fans and pandering to your fans who haven't gave you any criticism by telling them how much you love them, how grateful you are for their support. Basically just fucking grooming them. And you see why this is bad? You never want to alienate any portion of your fan base, especially the ones that care enough to leave feedback for you to improve. These fans are more beneficial than the other fans who will eat up any content you produce and stroke your ego much like themselves.